Hello, I'm Teri Lott. I'm a storyteller and an author. Now, today is March 1st, 2022. And even if you're watching this later on, it doesn't matter. But tomorrow is an exciting day for many school children around America. It is the celebration of Dr. Seuss's birthday. And a lot of schools in the United States take this entire week, February 28th through March 4th, to read Dr. Seuss's books and to think about all of the contributions he made. You might know one of his most famous characters. He wears this, the Cat in the Hat. Now, of course, I cannot share any of Dr. Seuss's books because I would have to have permission from his family. But I am going to read a book today instead of telling a story. And the book I'm going to read, or the story I'm going to read to you, comes from this book, Lots of Tales 2, Seasonal Stories That Grow with Your Children by me, Teri Lott. And so this is what I did during the pandemic when I couldn't go into schools and libraries and other places to share stories. First, I wrote Lots of Tales, Stories That Grow with Your Children. And then I wrote the one that I'm going to share a story from. Now, if you're interested in either of these books, let me tell you a little bit about them. They start out with stories that you can share with your toddlers, with 2- and 3-year-olds. And then they go on with stories that you can share with your preschoolers and those in kindergarten. And then the last part of the book has stories for the readers to start reading with their families. The whole family can enjoy them. Where can you find those books? Well, you can contact me. My website is lotsofTales.weebly.com, or you can contact me by email, lots.of.tales@gmail.com, or you can get the books on Amazon. Oh, so many places, so many things. And soon, coming up in May, I have a new book coming out called Jackie Tales, The Untold Stories of Jack's Sister. You know, Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk and Jack the Giant Killer and so many other Jack stories. Well, let's get on with today's story. Now, I live in Ohio, and right now it is still winter and will be and for another few weeks. So I'm going to share a short winter story with you. Now, this story is what's called a pourquoi tale. It explains or tries to explain why something is the way it is in nature. Pourquoi tales are found in many, many different cultures in many countries. This one I did not write. I found this story and I made it my own. I adapted it. And it's called Why Bear Sleeps All Winter. And there are lots of stories about why Bear sleeps all winter. This is just one of them. Well, let's get started. Are you ready? And we'll see what you think at the end, if this is really the reason bears sleep all winter. A very long time ago, when animals could talk, Bear ruled the forest. All the animals worked for him, and he was not a good boss. He was mean to them and bossy and made them work long hours. I hope you never have a boss like him. So it was understandable that all the animals grew to hate Bear. And I know hate is a strong word, but they did. But they couldn't do anything about him. After all, Bear was big, and they were all afraid of him. The only time they had any peace was when Bear slept. One night, Bear fell asleep in the hollow of a tree. Rabbit had an idea. If all the animals brought enough twigs and rocks, they could fill the opening of the tree so Bear couldn't get out. The animals rushed around gathering what was needed. They filled the opening of that tree in no time at all. And Rabbit's plan worked. Bear slept on and on. Once in a while, he would open an eye or maybe both eyes. But when he saw it was dark, He thought it was still night, so he went back to sleep. The animals spent a wonderful winter without him. 6 weeks went by and there was no sign of Bear. The animals thought they were rid of him forever. Spring came and one of the animals said, "Mean old bossy Bear must be dead by now. Let's pull away the twigs and rocks." But when the hollow was opened and the sunlight shined into the tree, Bear woke up, stretching and yawning. "Oh, that was a good sleep. There are buds on the trees. Is it spring? Did I sleep through winter? That was the best winter I ever had." The animals were sorry that he was back. He was just as mean, just as bossy as ever. But Bear decided from then on to spend winter sleeping in the hollow of that tree. So at least they had that to look forward to. And since that day, Bear spends most of the winter sleeping. We call that hibernating. So what do you think? Do you think that's why bears sleep most of the winter? Or is this just a made up fictional story? I'll let you decide. I'm Teri Lott. And remember, if you're interested in either of my books, you can look for them on Amazon, or you can go to my website or send me an email. I hope you enjoyed these stories, and please keep your eyes out in May for my new book, Jackie Tales, The Untold Stories of Jack's Sister by Teri Lott, me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're a school child in the United States, have fun with Right to Read Week this week and celebrating our friend, Dr. Seuss and the Cat in the Hat. Bye now.